Do you mind if I light a cigarette? Thanks. No. Sorry to disappoint you. I was not asking this for you, but rather for the car. It seems brand new and I wouldn't want to damage it. By the way, it's a really nice car. Didn't know you could afford one like this. Is it a gift from the government to all the GIs that made it back home? Wait, this is not your car. Wait a second. Are you telling me that I am maybe sitting next to a car thief? And you told me when we met back on the old continent that you would find a decent job in New York. Was that a lie? Just to impress me? I don't think I would mind, really, but I don't really see you as a car thief. So, tell me, whose car is this? I mean, I'm entitled to know. After all, you are driving me all the way to California. I wouldn't want to get in any trouble on our way there. I'm sure you can understand that, right? I see. So, you drive cars for rich people, hence the very luxurious vehicle we're in right now. And you have to drive this very car from New York to Los Angeles. Did I get it right? Well, that also means that I was extremely lucky to find you when I arrived in New York then. Because you were probably about to leave, right? I know, it was all very last minute, and I apologize for that. I don't really know what happened. I just knew I couldn't stay in my hometown. I had to leave, and I just took my suitcase, all my money, bought liner ticket from France to New York, and after a few days on the ocean, here I was. And I actually kept the paper you gave me with your address, or your mom's address, I should say. So I just got there, and here we are, traveling to California. why? Why I couldn't stay back in France? Well, you know that after we've met and spent some time together in France, I was moved to England after our dear government just gave in to the enemy. I wanted to stay and join la résistance, but because I could speak English, they asked me to join the French forces on the other side of the channel, which I did. It was quite intense, especially in London, with all the air raids. We had a lot of work. I was helping like a liaison between England and France. So when the war ended, I was sent back to my hometown, which I was looking forward to because I hadn't seen my family since the beginning of the war, and I missed my parents and my siblings. I've told you that I come from a small village in the mountains, and when I arrived there, it was like time had just paused for them, that actually nothing had changed, nothing at all. They were all living like like the war had never happened. It was so strange. I was back from seeing people wounded, people dying, cities being destroyed. It was horrible. I mean, you were there, you were on the front lines, and I mean, you understand, right? And just coming back home and seeing your parents, your siblings, and all the people you knew from your childhood, and just everything still being the same, just as you've left it a few years back. And so, I mean, I thought it was just a normal feeling that everyone felt the same. And then after a few days, I just couldn't stay there. I couldn't just live a life pretending that nothing had happened, that just go back to the old ways. And I just couldn't, not after everything I've lived and all the people I've met and all the countries I've seen. And I just couldn't be the person I was before the war. You understand, right? Is it the same for you? Well, I guess it's all the same for us then. That's comforting in a way, don't you think? So that's when I also understood that staying in my hometown, in my village, meant that I could never reach my dream of being a journalist. I know it's maybe something that would never happen, but still, I just couldn't stay there. I started to get crazy. I had to leave. And that's when I guess on the spur of the moment, I took my things, I I looked at the few pictures of us we took back when you were stationed in France with Tony and John, and I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just leaving and going to America. And here we are now, in this car, leaving New York for Los Angeles. Is that a good enough explanation for you? And of course I've missed you, and I've missed you all, guys. And that's why I thought that maybe I could just reach out and discover your country with you. And it happened, so guess I'm just really lucky. Should we put the radio on? Maybe we'll catch some good tunes. I promise. I'll be gentle with the buttons. So let's see if we catch something. Oh, perfect. What do you think? Do you like to dance, soldier? I've never seen you dance when you were in France. Are you shy or just a really bad dancer? Oh, I see. I can't wait to see you move then. What will I do here? Well, I thought that I should probably write something about my stay here in the USA. Something like a novel, or maybe a series for a magazine or a newspaper. I will write it and try to sell it to someone and see if it works. And yes, you can be the main character of a novel if you want. But you need to earn it and be a very, very good boy. Do you think you can do that for me? You know, I really missed this. Us being together. Feels nice being with you again.